This second video on factorising quadratics is going to look at how to deal with some of the most awkward types. So I'm going to go through my checking procedure of how to know what type of factorising I need. So I'm going to check for single bracket factorising first. So is there any common terms here? No, there isn't. So I'm going to check for the difference of two squares. So is this one square term subtract another? No, clearly not. There are three terms for a start. So I'm going to have to resort to double bracket factorising, and this is not a simple type because the coefficient of x squared is not 1. So I'm going to use a different method. Now this will work if the coefficient of x squared is 1, it's just it's unnecessary. So I'm going to multiply the number term and the coefficient of x squared. So that's going to give me negative 12. And then I'm just going to write down the coefficient of x, which is just 1. And what I need is two numbers that multiply to make the product of the coefficient of x squared and the number term, and add to make the coefficient of x. So what numbers will multiply to make negative 12? Well, 6 and negative 2, 2 and negative 6, 1 and negative 12, 12 and negative 1, negative 4 and 3, and negative 3 and 4. So which one is the right one? Well, I need to make 1, so that has to be negative 3 and 4. So I'm now going to rewrite this expression as 2x squared minus 3x plus 4x minus 6. Which is exactly the same. I've just written x as minus 3x plus 4x, and I got the minus 3 and the 4 from over here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the first two terms and I'm going to partially factorise. So x is a common factor, and so 2x minus 3 in the bracket. And I'm going to do exactly the same for the next bit. So I have 2 as a common factor, and then again 2x minus 3 in the bracket. And then I can see that this bracket is common in both of these terms, so 2x minus 3, and that must be multiplied by x and 2. So that is my second bracket. Exactly the same approach for question number 2 here. So 15 multiplied by minus 2 is negative 30, and the coefficient of x squared is 1. So which two numbers will it have to be? Well, I can check through and I will find it is negative 5 and 6. So then that's 15x squared minus 5x plus 6x minus 2. Factorise the first bit. 5x lots of 3x minus 1. And the second bit is 2 lots of 3x minus 1. So the 3x minus 1 is common to both. And what's missing? 5x and 2. Final example, exactly the same method again. So 6 times negative 10 is negative 60. And the coefficient this time is 11. So which two numbers will times to make 60 and add to make 11? 6 and 10, no, that's not going to work. 3 and 20, no. 15 and 4, yes. So 15, and it's the 4 that's going to have to be negative. So that's then 6x squared plus 15x minus 4x minus 10. Factorise the first bit, so 3x and 2x plus 5. Factorise the second bit, so this is negative 2 lots of x plus 5, 2x plus 5. So 2x plus 5 is, bracket is the same, and what's missing? 3x and negative 2.